brother just come home from 30 years, bro. Okay?
Yeah. So listen, you know.
She might do the bid with you, but she getting her ass smashed every other night.
You ain't
30 years she can't.
You said
no, what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. This is my point. The internet has made it so available for people to have so many options that these people are not sticking in for the hard times no more. As soon as shit get hard, motherfuckers start looking for exit plans. They start having motherfuckers on the side. Oh, you know, they just make up shit. Oh, the sex ain't right. He got ED. He went broke. He went to jail. He's abusive. He's cursing. He's this. He's that. It's not like, just think about this. Do you think you're gonna be with somebody for the rest of your life and not go through any hardships?
No.
So can I answer
this is what I'm saying. This new generation that we're in now, they're not built for this kind of shit, bro. So, as soon as some shit don't look familiar, motherfuckers getting up out of there. They look for exit plans.
Damn.
I may agree with y'all, but there's a lot. I ain't gonna say a lot of things I disagreed on, but I think there's some talking points that got to die in 2026, and it's very revealing. The brother that's in the video shedding light to the things he's shedding light to, because he contradicted himself in the video as well too. But I'm gonna play that back for y'all one more time, because a lot of times Ali keep telling y'all the women will conflate the minority of men that they deal with, that they call a problem, but that same brother will say that he ain't got no problems with women, but he ain't got no women.
Every woman in my family is married. My grandma, all my aunties, my mom, everybody's married. So that's another thing that you can look for. What's his name? A woman that has married women in their family, you will probably get a better chance of finding a wife that way.
All my baby mama's married.
All his baby mamas married. Let's find out if he's single with all them baby mamas, because we say that they like dealing with the same men, but they say we liars. And then them same men they dealing with, they say a problem to them because they can't control them instead of cooperating with those brothers. But them same men will say they ain't got no problems with those women, but they can't keep them women either. So it's going to be an interesting conversation. But let me review a few of these reviews, because I want to make sure I support y'all. So this first video that was sent to me was my brother Vincent Walker over on IG. All right, he asked me to review this, so I'm gonna review this. All right, and I'm gonna try to go through them a little bit, and then we're gonna get on to the My Brother Nothing But the Truth podcast and Hamp video. All right, let's see.
You even said nothing yet.
And what are some things you look for in a man?
Okay, so look now. We ain't about to do all this. I ain't even said nothing yet. You have to have a mortgage. You have to like Keith Sweat and want to go to Keith Sweat.
My bad.
Concerts.
Let me start it back over. I just noticed what happened, y'all. So let me start this back over.
I ain't even said nothing yet.
And what are some things you look for in a man?
Look now. We ain't about to do all this. I ain't even said nothing yet. You have to have a mortgage. You have to like Keith Sweat and want to go to Keith Sweat concerts. Fight.
Oh shit!
August, how old are you?
I am 50 years old.
What do you do?
That lady, 50 years old, and I know why you sent this to me. The expectations that women have that they believe men should accept is getting beyond crazy at this point, right? She's 50 years old, and she still thinks that these men want what she has to offer when she skipped back past probably all the men in her 20s, probably all the men in her 30s, probably all the men in their 40s, and then she's showing up with blue and orange hair. There's no way that y'all can expect men to want to be with you and want to tolerate what you bring to the table when you ask them to produce with the type of man that you want, but then you don't bring that same woman to the table that they want. If you're not bringing what we asking for, why should I be with you? Especially when the brothers are established and they have something going for themselves. You talking about a mortgage? and you struggling with keeping a man. And it's probably because you're not willing to do what those men are asking. So you can't keep coming to the table unprepared and saying that you're willing to be in a relationship and want a man. Y'all got to start coming correct, man.
Shit.
And I wanted to see the comment. I want y'all to see the. Hold on, let me.
You said nothing yet.
Hold on, wait.
And what are some things you look for in a man?
Look.
This lady said, and I'm trying to, let me see if I can. She said she's looking for mortgage and for somebody to take her to the Keith Sweat concerts. She's still jocking the R&B dudes that was at her time. She still want to go to these men concerts. And in the comments, the women, she looks good for 50. Oh, she looks so sweet. She looks so good for her age. Ain't nobody worrying about her at that age anymore. If you're not qualified for these men and all these men are popping their balloons, there's something you have to change about yourself. And if you're not willing to change, then you got to be willing to stay by yourself. Thank you, my brother Vincent. I hope I did well by the video, man. That's the first video that we're gonna review because we trying to get to the other video, man. That's the other video, real spicy, man. It's gonna be hot. My brother Stephen Porter sent me a video. It's gonna be a little touchy subject for a lot of brothers. A lot of sisters are asking for men to be loyal. A lot of sisters are asking men to be committed. A lot of sisters are asking men to value relationships, but a lot of sisters on this video shed light to the way they cheat on their men and how long they've been cheating on their men. I mean, some of these sisters been cheating for 18 years and the men still don't know it, but we supposed to believe that women are loyal. We're supposed to believe that y'all not 304s and that you're going to do right by your man. And you want us to believe that if we do produce this man and be these high value men, there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel with loyal, committed women who cooperate with us. And it looks like we fall from it.
At this point, ladies, just stay busy.
Watch the whole video.
Stay busy, stay unreachable, and stay untouchable because these men really don't like us.
You gonna see
they
why?
Don't like us. They lying. They pretending.
Yep.
They emotionally unavailable. They emotionally.
You see this shit, right? Cheat for 3 years. I've been on here 3 years.
Remember, she been cheating for 3 years. He about to go down these comments. This lady said she
Making
been
these
cheating for
videos.
3
They
years.
say you must.
That lady Go Fit been cheating for 11 years. And that the man's been with her through every single relationship. She been cheating for 11 years. And she been riding this dude in every single one of her relationships. And that's the elephant in the room I keep telling y'all about. There's this man, and hopefully you that man that's in these women's lives, that they keep in their lives on and off in these relationships, hoping that they can secure this guy. But if they're not with the man, they're always dealing with this guy. But these women are in a relationship still dealing with this guy.
Hey, women, because they try.
Same, had mine for 9 years. Silent repost this. I can't repost
That
this.
lady just said 11 years she been cheating.
Since I was 18, I'm 38 years old, been through every relationship and 2 kids, still cheating with the same dude. Oh my goodness, boy. They exposing themselves. This is why y'all don't be going through the phones. This is why men don't be questioning their women. I know that. This is why we don't care about body counts anymore, because men know if they go through these phones, if men know if they actually question their women, if you actually look at their history, that a lot of your women is actually still cheating and dealing with other men. They just don't get caught, and you don't want to catch her, or she don't want to catch you. But this is a lot of women revealing a lot of the things that we were talking about. Let's keep going.
This lady been cheating 20 years with her side nigga. She got 2 kids. Probably don't even know who the father is.
14 to 34 on my kid who he says she should have been. And he says that kid should have been his. So she got a man, got kids, and still dealing with a dude that says those kids should have been
Somebody
his.
else got 20 years, 14 to 34. They bragging about being trash. The same trash they say we are. 15 years, 8 years, 5 years. They don't care that they can get pregnant and ain't gonna know who the father is. But if you notice, they on here talking so much trash about men, and especially black men. They don't want to get married. They don't like us. They don't take us serious. It's because they need therapy. They got mommy.
Yo, he's still scrolling. They've been cheating for 18 years, 10 years, 9 years. Like they admit all to each other, all the things that they doing to men. And then they want men to commit to them and be loyal to them. It's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game, but
if Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
Thank you for that eye opener, my brother Stephen King Porter. A lot of times we forget exactly how these women be behaving and moving in these streets, and why a lot of men are refusing to settle down and get married, because a lot of these sisters don't know how to be women or loyal to their men, especially when they claim to be high value women and these loving, supportive, feminine, high quality women. It's sad, man. And then y'all wonder why men be cheating, or why men want multiple women, to not have to deal with stuff like this, because they end up probably deleting somebody. Let's see. So this last video, this is my brother Wazir. All right, my brother Wazir sent me a video, and this is kind of a touchy video too, man. It's a sensitive subject, especially with children who dealing with not having a father. All right.
I told you have a man, Mom. Put your answer here. You can erase it or put it down here.
Why are you asking me that?
Okay, here, answer the question.
Why are you asking me that? Answer my question. No, move. Don't get on me. Why are you asking me that?
Because I don't know why I don't got a daddy. Everybody else got one.
You ain't got a daddy because your daddy don't want to be a daddy. Find you one.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Please, I need that. I needed that. For Christmas, that's what I want, a dad. I want the daddy with zero pepper miles.
There's so many kids out here, man, that a lot of women almost at a certain point neglect and abuse their kids by not making sure they have a father, and then they blame it on the father. A lot of times these videos show these mothers claim to love their kids and put them first, but don't make sure a man is there. Maybe putting the kids first is the problem in the first place. Maybe if you put the man first, she'd have a daddy. You know, you make it problematic that she's asking you why she ain't got no father. But how in the world is she a young girl that's in this world and there's no father in her life? And the very first thing you can say when she asks you where her father is, you don't got a daddy because your daddy don't want to be a daddy. That's such a responsible answer to that little girl. It was such a selfish answer. It was such a unsympathetic or empathetic answer to just tell her that, as if she don't have no value or she don't have no worth. You blamed it immediately on the father. Instead of telling her how beautiful and wonderful she is. Maybe her father got certain things going on. Maybe there's certain things that you did that kept the father from being there. But at least you could have took more time into actually resonating with the daughter or connecting with the daughter for why she don't have a father or why a father isn't in her life. And maybe, just maybe, if you didn't put sex first, if you didn't put your body and interest first, and you put your needs, you didn't put your needs and the needs to control someone first, and the need to get attention, and the need to get validation, and the need to be enabled. Imagine if you put that man first and your family first, if that kid would have a father in her life. Again, much love to my brother Wazir for sending me that video. He's a phenomenal father. He has a phenomenal wife. He has phenomenal kids, and he's in his children's lives. But it's because his woman prioritizes him to be in their life as well too. Any woman that doesn't have a man, that woman didn't prioritize that woman or the importance of a father being in that child's life. And I'm gonna say majority of times. I'm not gonna say all women, because y'all like saying that all women. But for the most part, if you mandated an actual relationship, you mandated an actual commitment to that man, whether you married to him or in a relationship, and you prioritize that man, he would prioritize you, and he would be there for you and those kids. And I'm gonna say this again. If you're not willing to follow and cooperate with that man, and if you get in the way of his parenting, he is justified to leave you and those kids. I'm not glad at him, but I'm not mad at him. Now, to the feature, presentation. Woo, this is the one I've been waiting for. Oh man, oh man, it's gonna be interesting. So again, this podcast, I think Truth Hurts did a podcast with Hamp yesterday. And that's a show I probably would jump on. But, you know, we had our show going on. If the show lasted long enough, I probably would have jumped on there as well, too, because I like doing those shows on Truth Hurts show. But Truth and Hamp, I guess they did I don't know if they did a show together or Hamp just happened to be there. But my brother in this red hoodie was a very interesting character because we need that brother in that red hoodie to showcase and demonstrate to us the actual women that we are dealing with in our lives based on his responses from women and based on how he moves as a man as well, too, is very important. So I want y'all to pay attention to what he says, and I want you to pay attention to the women's reaction and what they say as well, too. And we're going to deep dive into all the things that we keep telling you about that comes to fruition on these panels over and over again. Because I believe most of these talking points we got, they're gonna be dead in 2026 because everything is not what it seems. And the good intention I think people had, and I think the good intention that people have is still not what we're dealing with. Like this is a bigger monster that we're dealing with, and it's a bigger monster what this dating market is, and how the actual behaviors of these women are affecting our abilities and capabilities to have relationships now or in the near future or in the long-term future. All right. So we're going to work on this red pill.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
No. If you a sorry parent, I'm going to tell you a sorry garbage parent. If most sisters are picking to be single mothers over having a child in their life and prioritizing that man and being on his page, you a sorry mama. That's your problem. You don't like being judged, but you like going to church. You don't like being judged, but you claim to be righteous. You don't like being judged, but you want to sleep with everybody. You don't like to be judged, but you don't want to make sure you be a wife to a husband. You don't like to be judged, but then you want to judge men for why men don't want to be with you. So again, if you're a sorry individual and a sorry parent, I definitely will call you out. All right. That's how we're going to go to church for real. If you're going to be righteous, make sure you be open to be criticized, because a lot of you claim you know God and talk to God, but they ain't even seen him.
But let me tell you about God, though. The fuck out of here. Is he beyond our understanding? Or do you know every fucking thing? Because you got niggas out here that's going to actually tell you what God is thinking and what God will do and what God won't do. Who the fuck is you, nigga?
No, it's like this.
God told me to take. God ain't tell you a bitch ass thing because he got my number directly, whole ass nigga.
So look,
if God is all that. Oh my God.
Yeah, I got to stop using God's name in vain. Much love to my brother CEO, man, for giving us our first membership and becoming a sponsor of the show with $5 as well, too. Help us reach our membership goals, man. We need 19 more memberships. Help us reach our Cash App goals and our Super Chat goals. A lot of y'all, I know when I was growing up, my grandmother used to tell me, and everybody around me used to tell me to stop using God's name in vain. Y'all be disrespecting God the way you be using his name in vain. God helps you mess up the relationships. God helps you disrespect people. God helps you leave people. God helps you lie to people. Yesterday, God was helping this woman do everything but respect the wife of another man's husband. So somehow God can help you have an affair, but God can't help you find a husband. He gonna help you find someone else's husband. I don't think God works that way. And if God works that way, I don't want that God in my life. So stop using God's name in vain. Most of y'all ain't following God. And again, most of y'all ain't following Jesus because y'all ain't listening to no man. You ain't listening to no God. And you damn sure ain't listening to no Jesus.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
And much love to my brother Batman with another gifted membership as well, too, man. Much love to my brother CEO and my brother Batman, man. Ali gonna give y'all a show today, okay? We're gonna go for the long run, probably today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, man. I'm gonna give y'all pretty lengthy shows, all right? Let's get it started, man. Let's go. And again, y'all, please hit the super chat, please hit the Cash App, and hit the memberships, man. And do me a favor, man. Please like this video and please share this video so it hits the algorithm, man. And it's for free. All right. Ali, if you could do anything for me, just make sure you hit the like button and make sure you hit the share button. If you're on Instagram, wherever you are watching, if you want to add to the conversation, you can come over here. And if you got smoke, you can also ask for the link as well too. All right, let's go.
What women like to do is women like to set the standard of what should be and what shouldn't be. Like you can't tell nobody what they memories. What
Men
memories
do
are
the same
valuable.
thing too, though.
They do.
Not
Men do
really.
the same thing. You do.
Give me an example.
Not you specifically, but
I
men
said,
do.
give me an example.
I mean, they do. Like men.
Men do it too. They never gonna take full accountability for their own behaviors and their own actions. They don't need men. They don't need men to lead them. They don't need men for anything. They can take care of themselves now, but they can never go down by themselves. They always gotta blame it on a man or say me too as well too. That's the Me Too movement as well too. They always gotta say men. Can't just take it on the chin by themselves. No accountability.
Men control. Men can be very controlling. I didn't expect you to ask me that, but men can be very controlling.
Controlling?
Yeah.
So what? Hey, yo, you know what? You know what kills me? Men be walking around like we supposed to be triggered by those words. Y'all, everything when we set a standard.
Nobody's
y'all
trying to
say-
trigger you.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm gonna finish the point, and you feel free to retort, right? So here's the thing: we have these words. Y'all say insecure when we set a boundary, right? Men should not be moved by those words anymore, right? Our boundaries are always going to be tested by women, right? They shit test everything. So stand on your square. She can name it whatever she want as long as you get your desired results. It don't matter.
I think women like to move the goalposts when it's convenient for them. That's what I think.
No, I think men aren't honest all the time about what the boundary is. Because I've dated men who've been like, nah, I'm cool with, okay, I done ran into somebody that I used to fuck with. Oh, no, I'm cool with him. Nah, it's cool. Long as you ain't all in that nigga face, we good, right? I ain't said 2 words to the nigga, but hey, and it's a whole problem. Like, just be honest. You don't want to be in a room with nobody I fucked with, we could go. I'm going to handle that completely different. But niggas don't be honest when they talk about shit like that. If you're going to stay on the boundary.
So you saying they'll take you in a spot and go in the door with some insecure shit, knowing they can't handle what's finna happen.
Absolutely.
They just testing themselves. Right, that's a weak man.
But niggas do it.
Yeah. Excel, you're right. If he don't say it, he can't blame you either. Because there's an unagreed upon expectation. That don't make no sense.
So the topic at hand, what's up, brother? The topic at hand.
But I don't agree. If you dealing with somebody and you acknowledge they have a boundary and maybe they didn't communicate it to you, if you actually care about them and their feelings and their happiness, then you would cater to it, especially if it ain't that drastic. If I'm walking with my lady and I'm in a room with somebody that I've dealt with and she finds out and I didn't communicate that to her or we never talked about it, she has every right to feel that type of way, especially if it's not beknownst to her that this is a person I used to deal with. Like that, I think there's, if we're going to set a boundary, whether in the relationship prior to expressing the boundary or not knowing the boundary, if you truly care about the person and they're genuinely in your life and you care about how you make them feel and they care about how they make you feel, then that shouldn't be no issue. That's a talking point that has to die today. If men are actual leaders, if I take you in a place to see how you conduct yourself, how you will behave, then that should be respectable. I'm testing you. If women get the ish test men all the time, there should be no problem with a man ish testing a woman. And if she fails the test, it shouldn't be made it out to be a weak man, especially if I didn't express myself about what my boundaries were. If we still getting to know each other, if we're in a relationship and there's time that a man wants to test you and see how you will conduct yourself, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that initially. Now, if he's still ish testing you 5 years down, 10 years down, 15 years down, he may have an insecurity issue. He may. But if that's your leader and he is conveying to you what he feels like or what he doesn't feel like, no matter when it is, it could be 1 year in a relationship, 2 year in relationship. If you actually following him and you desire to be with him and you respect him and love him and care about him, just like he cares about you, and you would expect the same thing from him, it shouldn't be no problem when you meet a new expectation or standard that he wants you to meet.
Because let's get back to the topic that she started with. Should you be keeping keepsakes from an old partner? Should you be keeping things that hold sentimental value, old pictures, old jewelry, old sneakers in the basement, or whatever it is that you boxed up to put in the basement? Should you be having keepsakes? And so we can go down the line. Explicit, you see both sides of the coin. Mac Mall said, get it the F out the crib. DJ Hamp, how do you feel? Yes or no?
No.
Corey B, how do you feel? Yes or no?
Fuck no.
It got to fucking go. Isaiah, how do you feel about that? Yes or no?
Absolutely not. That's a violation.
My guy, Anthony Ryan Truva, how do you feel? Yes or no?
It depends on what it is.
So if you lay in the building, both of us should not be putting people around other people that we slept with. I shouldn't be he ha in front of people that I slept with. So the discussion was about, if the main discussion was if the man was insecure about that, why would he put you in a position like that? That part, I would probably agree with the brothers on that. That may make a man weak. If he has a boundary and he's insecure about that, blatantly taking you there, I think that we just went into what Explicit said. Man ain't gonna take you somewhere where you already had sex with the person. I believe that should have been addressed. I think she either made that up or gave up some scenario that probably don't exist in real life. Most men aren't going to take you somewhere where another man had sex with you and then feel insecure about that and get upset about that. Most men and women, if they respect each other, are not going to take them around people that they had sex with or they had relationships with. If you actually respect and value the person, you're not going to take them around somebody that you have relationships with or had sex with. So I think that scenario she gave is a lot of times when women give these made up scenarios that probably never existed, where somebody wants to test you by taking you somewhere with the person that you had sex with, a relationship with, and say, I'm okay with it. That I don't believe that one. But again, if a man does do that, I think it would demonstrate some type. I ain't gonna say it demonstrates weakness, but he's putting himself in a weird position. Why would you put yourself in a position to be upset? He gaslighting himself. I don't know if it's necessarily that he's weak, but I know he gaslighting himself.
Well, can we throw this in there and say, what if the person died? If the person passed away, would that be logical or no?
Bury it with him. Bury it with him.
Damn, if they died?
Yeah, because now you making me feel like you Jada Pinkett, like you lusting for Tupac or some shit.
No, that's crazy. That's the insecure shit. Like the man is dead.
That's even
the man
more
is
reason why it
deceased.
should be buried.
The man is deceased.
Let me ask a question then.
And if it was the other way around, I wouldn't feel no way either.
Let him ask the question. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So what if her ex-boyfriend was so in love with her, but he died and he left her an inheritance, which was a house that's fully paid for? Would you stay in it with her, or would?
Ooh-wee, boy, that's a good question.
Oh my God!
Would y'all? I want to do a poll about that. If you were with somebody and the person before you, that the person that they were with, or ex, a previous ex, left them with an inheritance of a house and money, would you still live in that house and take that money, or you're not going to live in that house and take that money? Is that a little bit too insecure? Just think about that. Let me put a poll up. Let me put this poll up real quick. If your lover had an ex that left an inheritance of a house and money, would you take it? What y'all saying? Nope. You're not going to take. It's a free house you can live in that's paid for. Or I want to add a caveat. There's $1 million, or I'll just say $200,000. They left behind $200,000 for your woman, and they left a house. Are you taking it? I'm gonna let that sizzle in your spirit. All right, I'm gonna see what y'all. I'm gonna let that poll. I'm gonna see what y'all think about that. If they leave an inheritance, are you taking it, or you gonna say, nah, I ain't taking no other man's hand-me-downs?
Would the house have to go?
Never.
Nope. She'll rent it out. I'm never living in another woman's house.
I'm living rent-free.
Listen, we gonna be keeping it 100 up
Hey,
here.
have y'all ever moved in a house with a woman before?
Now your
Have you ever moved in a house with a woman before?
Yeah, I have.
I'm sure it wasn't good.
It was terrible, bro.
He's talking about I'm sure.
Oh my God.
The only thing
No, what I'm saying is,
relationship.
to get off topic, I would never move in a woman's house.
No,
I don't
look,
care if
though,
it was
hey,
inherited
no,
or not.
look, though,
We gotta move in
real
my
man,
house.
As a real man, though, on some real G shit, I'm pretty sure every man had a situation where they was with a woman and they learned something from it. You get what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I had that situation. I did, and I learned something from it. Would never do that shit again in my motherfucking life, because I'm gonna tell you, when they got the upper hand, they got the motherfucking upper hand. When she feel like you ain't got nothing, she will play the fuck out of crazy every time.
Hey, listen.
You could be the nigga that's paying the bills, everything, and you still get played regardless. It's gonna
The woman told me I was brushing my teeth, my nigga. And I spit in the sink. Do you know this heifer told me not to spit in her sink, to spit in the toilet?
Oh my God!
Listen, I packed my shit the next day and got it out.
To spit in the toilet though.
What?
We spit in the sink.
Good. We spit wherever the
I'm
fuck
from
we
the
work
I'm
out.
from the trenches too. What you talking about?
I never heard that shit a day in my life.
My
Until I moved
grandmother
in
knows.
with a woman. Hell no.
My mother used to make us do that when I was
Hell
little.
no.
Like I was a kid and I learned that my grandmother. And
Well,
I'm from the
they
hood
didn't
too. We
teach
just
me
from
that.
different hoods.
I never
You
heard
from
that
yours,
till I
I'm
met
from
her.
mine. But my grandmother taught us that.
Well,
As
I didn't get
females,
taught
we
that.
never we spit in the toilet.
Like I'm spitting in the
That's just like you.
Did y'all? Hey, I ain't never heard that in my life. When ladies, when y'all brush y'all teeth, y'all mama taught y'all to spit in the toilet? That's two ladies on this panel that said when they brush their teeth, they mama or they family taught them to spit in the toilet because they ladies. Y'all heard of that before? I ain't never heard of that in my whole life. I would think where you brush your teeth is in the sink, and the spit goes into the sink. Well, I ain't never heard of that one. That's a new one for me. You spitting in the toilet? Nah, I don't know where they do that at. She said they in the hood. I don't think they spitting in the toilets in the hood either, unless they ain't trying to clog the toilet. Maybe trying to clog. Maybe the mute. Nah, I ain't never heard that one.
You got two different washcloths, right? One for your ass and one for your face.
Yeah,
I use the same washcloth.
So anyway, we're gonna
Niggas out here washing their ass, washing their face with their ass.
So we
No, you wash your face first, goddamn it. What the fuck?
Like what the fuck? Our hoe. We got two.
Right. So we're gonna get to the next topic, right? And like I said, we can sing together, we can't talk together. So if one person talking, let them get their shit off. Everybody hit the likes. Thanks to all of y'all that got the super chats. Hit the likes. Make sure y'all subscribe. Everybody on Instagram, come over to the YouTube channel. It is Nothing But the Truth podcast. And so I'm gonna ask the women first, and then I'll let the men chime in one at a time, right? Let me see. I want to ask the ladies, and one lady at a time, who's to blame for the shitty dating pool? Like, who's to blame for that? Is it men or women? Start with women. Okay, she's right. How do you feel, Miss Explicit?
I know you was coming here first. I say women for sure.
Okay, cool. Corey,
you want an explanation, or you just want to know?
I'm gonna go down the line, then we can get to the explanation.
I say women.
Who's to blame for this shitty dating pool? Men or women, Corey?
Women.
Okay, then we'll start at the bottom. Big Mama, tell me why. These women are to blame for the shitty dating pool.
Because their expectation is not realistic.
Oh Lord.
Their expectations are not realistic.
Talk about it.
Like you for one, 95% of the men, like I said, we all from the hood, right? We are what we attract, right? If we from the trenches, we are who we attract. 95% of these men raised themselves, or these men grew up in prison. So they never really had no father figures. The only person they had to listen to was a CO.
95% of men was raised in prison or raised themselves. Okay, hold on. Because if you're going to put them together, okay, if you said that 95% of men were raised in prison, or no, you said raised themselves or in prison. I know it ain't the 95% of men that was in prison though, but I think you're trying to put those together, right? You conflating kind of them both together. You put them together and trying to say that 95% of men collectively with men who went to prison raised themselves and went to prison. Whew. That's what she mean, right? Like, so when I say 85% of men either, so she should have said that 95% of men either raised themselves or were in prison. I think that would make most sense. Maybe that's what she meant, because I'll say 85% of men live with their children or involved with their kids. That 60% of them live with their kids. 78% of them are involved with 85% of them are involved with their children. So if you put it together, it goes to 85% combined that either they live with their kids or involved with their children. So that's what I'm hoping she meant. But who y'all think the problem with the market now? After all these shows we've been doing for y'all, all these untouchable shows, all these super untouchable panel, the ladies first, Ali's doing his lives, Fatty doing his lives. Who do y'all think is actually muddying the dating pool the most? Let me see what y'all said about the first poll. If your lover and okay, 55% of y'all would take the inheritance of the house and money. I would think that. I mean, I'm trying to think. Like we could take the house and sell it, right? Or we could take the house and rent it. We ain't got to live in the house. There's one thing to live in the house, but we could take it and rent it or take it and sell it. You know, I'll be like, yo, go ahead and take that house. We gonna sell that house. We ain't about to live in that man's house that you was dealing with, but we could sell this house. And the money, man, at our older age, man, as a mature men and women, y'all want to take the money too? I got to think about that one. But who y'all think? Let me make that poll real quick. Okay, so 55% of y'all, most people would take the money in the house. All right, we came to that conclusion. All right, but let's do another. We're going to do another poll. Who is muddying the market more, women or men? Let me make sure that's what they said. I think they might have not said that. Hold on, let me make sure that's what they said.
Right? Listen to these men raise themselves, or these men grew up in prison. So they never really had no father figures. The only person they had to listen to was a CO, right? So you get with these men that you try to change. You try to, you know what I'm saying? You call yourself trying to change. They try to, yeah, I got lost for a second because I was about to get real deep and I just got
I can't
lost.
tell because you playing next. Explicit, it's on you. Next, yeah, she fumbling up here. Why do you feel like these women? Why do you feel like
explanation is a little different?
Well, get it to us.
So, wait. Because they expectation.
No, we got. Go ahead. Pause her. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I feel like women have made the dating game transactional.
Talk about it.
Now made men very reluctant to be.
It's always been transactional.
Because
let her go. Go ahead. I'm listening.
The problem is, even though it's always been transactional, they expect a lot more out of a man than they're willing to give now. Whereas back in the day, even if you think about, you know how people be like, oh, traditional roles, my grandmother, she didn't have to work. My grandfather, he paid all the bills. She also had 10 fucking kids. She also made a home. She was also expecting him to pay for everything in that home because she was making a home. So now women these days not doing that. So I expect you to pay for the home. I'm not having no fucking kids.
She cooking.
And you still need to pay for everything.
She cooking right now, though.
And I ain't giving you no safe space to fucking land. So when you come in here, now not only am I not your piece, but now I'm a liability. And I expect you to do a whole lot of shit that I wouldn't do for you. And that's where we at. Like, it's a whole lot of women expecting men to do shit that they just not willing to do.
I respectfully disagree with all y'all that said women, and I'm gonna tell you why.
We want to know why.
I think it's 100% men's fault that the dating market is fucked up, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all say these women's standards are outrageous and too high.
So we got a brother that says it's the man's fault. So let me see that. Let's set this poll real quick. Whose fault is the harbor dating market? You already know what I think. Is it women? Did I do the right one? Hold on, let me get rid of this, y'all. My bad. Let me end this one too. Okay. Okay, so do y'all think it's men or women who's ruined the dating market the most? Let me see y'all answers, man. Where did hold on, y'all? My chat didn't disappeared. Okay, there you go. All right, let's let this brother go. He said it's men. All right, let's see.
Where the hell you think they're getting them standards from? From sucker ass niggas that's giving them the shit they don't deserve. This is why they're dating. This is why they got these standards. If no man never gave these sorry ass women these standards, they wouldn't have them. It's thirsty ass niggas. That's what it is.
Sucker for love.
So I want to point at this brother, right? He gonna say that men setting these standards. I don't know what standards men are setting for women to be in delusion, but as we come on these panels countlessly, most men are setting expectations at wanting a woman who can cook, a woman who can maintain a house, and a woman who brings peace. The expectation they believe they should have is a man who provides and protects. I don't know no man who has higher standards than those. I mean, we can go to emotionally available and all those things, but a lot of men want to be able to protect and provide for their women and be able to love and care for their women, right? That's where men typically are. I don't know what other expectations that men are setting for these women to be delusional. And I think, again, I love pointing at this man because the men who make claims like this typically become the problematic men when they instantly blame men for the dating market. Women are controlling where they want to be or going to be wives, and women are going to control if they're going to be 304s. Men don't set those standards for women. We don't set the unrealistic expectations. They set the expectations for themselves. I don't determine and dictate what she wants for herself. It can't be my fault. Whatever standards and expectations I have, I set them for myself, and I tell you to meet those. And Miss Karen, what point he got? Just because he started talking about men, blame the dating market on men? What expectation is men setting for women? What unrealistic expectations and delusional expectations are men setting up for women, Miss Karen? If you're going to say he got a point. He just said men are suckers for catering or supporting those expectations, but he's saying the man set those expectations as well too. I don't know what expectations men are setting that are delusional.
That's what it is. They got these overweight women thinking girl, you fail. You're not thick. But you got thirsty niggas out here. Oh, damn. Look at her ass. Just because she got a flat stomach and a big back, she cool. You see what I'm saying? She got a bad attitude, but you so thirsty and you just happen to have some money that you give her what she want to get what you want. And we all know how women is. Once women get a taste of the good life, they think that's all they deserve. Point I'm trying to make is this. If a regular average female just so happened to get lucky and get a football player, now she think all she deserves is football players. That's going to fuck it up. Men are not like that. If men hit J-Lo tonight, we're not going to wake up the next morning and say all I deserve is J-Lo's. We live in reality. And so me and these 30.
And that's a contradiction. If she chooses not to live in reality, that's her fault. That means she's living up to her own delusion. If she's having sex with Michael Jordan, if she's having sex with Michael B. Jordan, if she's having sex with Denzel Washington, she knows that them men don't want her. A lot of times she's using sex as leverage to get those men. She's not using the fact that she can cook. She's not using the fact that she's going to be a submissive woman. She's not using the fact that she's trying to cater to this man. She's using sex as leverage. So I see some of you saying he's right. Why is it that we live in reality and they live in delusion, and we blame men because they live in delusion? He literally just said that we know when we have sex with a certain woman, if a certain woman is entertaining us, when we know we have to buy leverage from women, buy a woman's love, try to get a woman to be with us by using money, how are they delusional when they know they got to get sex to get some type of response or reaction from this man or spend time with this man? If she don't offer up that box, a lot of time that man ain't gonna deal with you. Most of these women know in this panel, if sex ain't coming with you, most men are not gonna entertain you. The only reason why most men entertain you is because there's a possibility they can have sex with you. And the only reason why you having sex with men is the possibility that he'll be with you. You know who wants you and you know who don't want you. You choose to be delusional. You choose to manipulate. You choose to try to see if you can break a man into doing what you want him to do. Even in relationships, you hope that this man continues to do the things that he's doing when you start choosing not to do the things that he's asking from you. So I can't force you to be in delusion. You're putting yourself in a position where you don't want to be in touch with reality. And all society is going to keep doing with men that still validating them this way and supporting the delusion is going to put the blame on men. They remain single because men are boosting their ego. They're remaining single because a man is having sex with you, but he won't give you commitment. They're remaining single because a man will buy you presents, but he won't give you commitment. They remaining single because a man will fly you out, but he won't give you commitment. But we're delusional. We made you delusional. No, you're choosing to be delusional. Again, y'all, much love for the 100 people in the building. Please like and subscribe. Please hit the share button at the bottom of your screen, and please help us reach our chat, our super chat goals, our Cash App goals, and our membership goals. All right. Right now, we need 18 more memberships, and we need love in our Cash App, and we need love in the super chat. But again, I cannot blame someone. I'm not going to blame a woman. I'm not going to blame no man for having the perspective that I have when I choose to live in delusion. If I don't choose to live in reality, that's what I have to deal with.
Thirsty ass niggas be simping out and making these women get these high ass expectations, and now everybody is fucking delusional. Man. And I'm gonna wrap it up.
Okay, he landed his plane.
And he said everybody delusional. Imagine a world where women are doing everything that men are asking, and certain women are doing what we're asking. And then when we don't get the relationship that we want, and we start understanding that women are doing what we're asking because they want money, we keep calling the women, we blame the women for making us delusional. But I'm understanding that I'm buying her attention. I'm buying her love. I'm buying her sex. We just had a discussion yesterday about how most women are prostitutes. They know they're prostituting. They know they're using their body as leverage. They're using their body to get power. They're using their body to manipulate. They know what their standard is. They know what their expectations are. They know what their value is.
Next, because I want to get Corey is on you. Corey, take your phone off of mute, please, sweetheart. There you go. Give your explanation, or if you could refute that if you like, but I would love your explanation.
I just think that nowadays women want to be men.
That's it? Is that the plane landed?
I mean, women want to be men. They want to have as much money as men. They want to compete with men. They want to be men. So how can a man be a man if you're trying to be a man? That's just what I think.
No, Corey, I agree with you.
Boss bitches.
Oh shit.
No, that's crazy.
Okay, she cooked. Yeah. Okay, so now we got the women. Oh, matter of fact, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do this one time only because we got her. Go ahead, Big Mama. Talk. Get it out though. I'm putting you on all-star level. You got the cook. Ain't no fumbling. Say what you wanted to say.
I'm still gonna say what I had to say. I feel like women, their expectations are not realistic.
Okay.
Not every man has 100,000. They're not. They don't have that.
Okay.
They don't have that. Sometimes you got to build it together.
And pay attention to this. The ladies are conceding that the women are choosing to be delusional and their expectations and standards are too high, and the brothers are actually going against the men. Why? If we all can acknowledge that it's the sisters that are demonstrating delusional behavior and their expectations and standards are too high when they can't even meet the simple bare minimum expectations and standards of men, how we turn right back around and blame men for doing what sisters are asking and wanting. So the sisters asking men to give them what they want and what they need, and then we're going to blame men for giving sisters what they said that they need from men. Even by the men, the sisters are saying what they need out of relationships to be in a relationship, and then we're blaming the man for the sisters setting that expectation, men meeting that expectation, and the women still remain delusional and selfish. And my brother Matreon, you got to steal my emoji and put it on your emoji, my brother. You have officially gotten yourself an emoji as well too, my brother. Please spam my brother Matreon's emoji in the chat, y'all. I'll do it for y'all if y'all don't know which one it is. It's this one right here, y'all. Please make sure y'all spam my brother's emoji. Y'all, as I get more members, I will add more emojis. So make sure as long as y'all trying to take care of us, y'all know we're going to take care of y'all right back. All right. So much love to you, my brother Matreon. Again, please help us reach our super chat and Cash App goals and our membership goals. But again, pay attention to the fact that the women are conceding that the sisters are being delusional, and the brothers are going to give pushback to the men instead of everybody coming together accordingly and say, hey, we do need to address what the sisters are doing and their crazy expectations and standards that are delusional.
Nothing wrong with building together as a team. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with sitting at the table teaching him how to do a resume or doing a resume for him. So y'all can get to that point. It's nothing wrong with that. And then as far as women trying to be men, sometimes we ain't got no other choice. Cause like my man up there said, some niggas is suckers. You heard? Sometimes you got up and just be the man and be the backbone. Cause there's some niggas who not.
So may I interject for a second? Could you please tell me what would make a woman a man?
No, I'm
question. No, I asked you a question.
Oh, no. Well, today's world, we can't be men.
Okay, so continue.
We can't be men.
So
we can't be men.
You just said, right? Because hold on, let me cut. You just said that these niggas are suckers and they make women be men. So I want to know, for you to tell me, what qualities could a woman possess that could turn her into a man?
I mean, play the role as a man. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm about to break it down.
Please do.
Doing everything.
Like?
Getting up, working all day. Sometimes you out there, sometimes she out there selling drugs her damn self. What you talking about? It's women out here that be trying to play the role as a man.
Well, let me say this.
Hell you grew up.
I got it. Hold on. Because no, let me cook. So are you equating being an adult with being a man? Because that's everything that you named.
No, I'm not saying that, but y'all know what I mean. As far as a man being.
Hey, yo, in order to use the emojis, you have to become a member. Okay. And when you become a member, you get access to the emojis. All right. And the thing about the memberships, again, we can go over the memberships. The thing about memberships is it shows your constant support monthly when you become a member. So when you become a member, it's showing that you giving us contributions monthly, that you rocking with us. So sometimes when you can't send a super chat, sometimes when you may not have it, at least monthly, you can support us every show and show your support for the Untouchables. Okay. And what I wanted to show y'all too, I got to add something. I don't know if it was updated on the memberships. The first level will have the loyalty badges. It'll have the emojis. And then we're going to start putting shows behind the wall as well too, but you're going to get access to the Untouchable soundtrack. I'll probably update the songs this week. I think Fatty's going to put his up next week as well too. And that's the first level membership. The second level membership, which is the Divine membership, you can connect with us on social media, and you'll get more access to us, and there'll be other exclusive videos we're going to come out with as well too. And when the third level, the Tribe membership, $24.99, I'll do video collaborations with you. If you want to do a show, you want to invite me to a show, or you would like to do a show with me, I'll do a video collaboration with you too as well too. If you do the Tribe membership, the God Body is 4 video calls a month. So that'll probably be 1 video per week, and I'll help you with real estate. Okay, it'll be with real estate membership. The Lifeline is $99.99, and you get 8 30-minute video sessions, calls where you can vent, where you need suggestions, where you need advice, if you need mentoring. And then the 500, the $499.99 is when people are asking us to be sponsors. This month's sponsor was Willie and my brother Caesar's Palace. That's the sponsors for wanting to be the sponsors for the month. All right. So if you're trying to use the emojis, you got to become a member. All right.
Being a provider. Being a provider, being a lover, being a supporter. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's why I'm asking you to elaborate, because you said, right? I only can go off of what you said.
Right.
You, not me. These aren't true first words. You said that these soft or sucker niggas are turning women into men. And when I asked you to explain what characteristics would make a woman turn into a man, your words were, getting up and working all day. That would just make you somebody with a job. That wouldn't change.
I mean, as far as being there, being supportive, like, look, I ain't used to this. This is my first time ever doing this.
All right, you doing good. We're going to go ahead and ice her out. We can bring you back, though, sweetheart. Don't fold under pressure. But this is what I'm going to tell y'all. Don't say anything if you cannot back up what you're saying, because I'm not going to play with y'all. Anyway, for everybody that's in.
So I think I'm thinking Truth knew exactly what she was trying to say, but I think I like the fact that he's trying to get her to substantiate as well too. But what she probably meant was that these women want to act like men and want to take on the roles of men, even though they don't want the responsibility of. So, you know, women want the power, you know, women want the control, they want the actual leadership of the relationship. But a lot of times when they get the leadership of these relationships, they end. Just like a lot of their kids struggle in school, just like their kids have struggles in society as well too, because they're leading the ship. They're not helping with their kids being righteous or orderly. A lot of times the kids, and not only the women, will end up being falling under a lot of single mother led homes, because they're not getting the guidance from the father or the balance they need from certain men if the women don't give those kids access to a man. With the daughters and the sons, both of them need to be able to see men, see how a man values a woman, and see how a woman's supposed to value a man, and how they play the roles to each other, and how they support each other. We both need men and women in our lives. And let me see. Okay.
Hamp's not going to play with y'all, and I can see my man Mac Maul's not playing. We're not going to play tonight. I'm letting you know that now. Everybody that's in the chat right now that's on the YouTube channel, hit the likes. It's the thumbs up at the top of the screen. Make sure y'all hit the subscription. The super chat is the dollar bill at the bottom of the screen as well. And we are taking all topics. DJ Hamp, I'm going to start with you because I know you're going to get this plane up in the air the way it's supposed to be. Who is to blame for the shitty dating pool in today's society? 100%. And why?
I agree with Mac Maul. Men, right? We placate the women. Tamika, I love her already, right? Look at her smile. She don't know what the fuck she talking about, right? Like as an example, right? Like, I want her to come back. Damn, I don't want to say because I want to talk.
She coming. Back, you know what I mean? Here she go. Go ahead, get your shit. She's back. Go ahead, get your shit.
She said 95% of black men been in prison or some weird shit. It's 1.5 million people in prison for the whole country of 360 million people, right? That don't even make no sense to put that jacket on us. You heard? But I understand the point she's trying to make. Most of us are born with fatherless homes, so I understand that premise, you know. But just like the stat being so skewed like that is ridiculous, you know. But men acquiesce and placate to women, you know. We don't ask for shit from them. We told them pussy got power. It don't. It's just pussy,
right?
But we put all this stuff in their head. The truth is there's a hierarchy for a reason, but men have perversed it by giving men acquiescing too much to what women think, say, and what they asking for.
I don't know how, as much as we've been doing these shows, there's no way that you actually agree to that, DJ Hamp, unless you're doing trying to get a response from the women. There's no way you can blame men for the current society and the current way that women think today, as much as we've done all these shows. There's no way I can agree with that. And I probably agree with majority of what you say, and I probably agree with majority of what Truth Hurt says. But right now, he didn't agree with her with the fact that she said that most of these women are trying to be men or want to be men or men. And then my brother just said that the men are the biggest problem in the dating market, that we placating to the women, that we conforming to the women and doing what they're asking. Isn't that what a lot of men are supposed to do? Or isn't this what the women are designed? And they say they'll be able to submit. They'll be able to cooperate. I thought we were supposed to pay for the cooperation and the submission and the sex from these women, and the women would do exactly what the men are asking. But even if we're going to concede to that part, most of these brothers aren't settling down with today's sisters. Most of these brothers aren't getting married. Most of these brothers aren't making adjustments to these sisters. A lot of brothers are pulling out the game. And if we go as far as saying that they don't do that, let's say we say the men are the problem because they're doing everything that the women ask. We can't say that they're the actual problem for doing what the women are asking. When they're doing what the women are asking, they're still not being submissive or cooperative women. How can we blame the men? If the women are telling us, if you meet us here, if you meet these expectations, if you meet these standards, we'll be the women that you're asking for, and they're still not demonstrating good behaviors, how can we continue to blame the men? It's like if women are acquiescing to men, if women are supporting men, if women are doing everything that men are asking for, but that we're still manipulating women, we're still lying to women, we're still taking advantage of women, why would we blame the women? We should be blaming the men. So it's no way that we have a society of men who we say are still trying to be leaders, who are still trying to be righteous, who are still trying to be orderly, who will sacrifice, who are pressured by society to still marry, and we have a society of women who have the option to not do any of those things, still blame the market of today's society on men. There's no way.
Next person, man. I think that he landed a plane. Any of the other fellas want to say anything about who's to blame for this effed up dating pool?
Me personally.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, young brother. Actual truth. Go ahead, actual truth. Go ahead.
So like, I feel like, man, men for real. Cause honestly, bro, the reason why I say men is because we the reason we pump these females' heads up with a bunch of bullshit. We do, bro. I feel like sucker niggas got so much pull on them, they can tell them anything they want and they just go for it. So when they get with a nigga a Statue of Liberty around this motherfucker, like a female who really make Donald's, because if you want a nigga with Ruth Chris, how does that work? You can't have that. So it's like the lies and the manipulation and all the shit they get from this internet shit, man. I feel like the internet made it worse too. When you got a bunch of motherfuckers on the podcast and doing shit and talking, it pump motherfuckers' heads up. So reality leaves. But when it's like people like us who telling people this shit that they supposed to be knowing, man, they look at us crazy. Like, no, I'm still gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Okay, well, I'm not your daddy. Go find that nigga.
Let me. True.
Yes, sir.
What's
yes,
your name? What's your name, Mark, that was just talking?
That's actual truth. Well, not actually, but actual truth. Not actually.
And I'm gonna say it again. Why should the minority of men then settle with these women? Then, if I can still cheat, if I can still get a whole bunch of women to do what I want them to do, if I don't have to settle in monogamy, because polygamy, if I don't have to, if you're making me settle in monogamy when I know that, I know that polygamy work for me, but you're getting me to commit to broken monogamy. Why should I commit to you and be loyal to you if I can get whatever I want without having to settle? Is it women's fault? Is it women's fault that I can get sex without marriage? Is it women's fault that I can get you to cook for me without marriage? Is it a woman's fault to get you to do whatever I ask without marriage? Or is it a man's fault? Who would you blame? In any trajectory that we choose, whatever direction we want to go, we have to look at the fact that who's given the gateway to all of these things. If women are expecting to be wives to husbands, and then you're not meeting the demands of the market and what the market is asking for, and then you're adjusting and making men adjust to you and say, hey, it's because y'all gotta be just like our granddaddies or be better men than our granddaddies, and then they're being better men than the granddaddies, and they still not getting the cooperation from women or women who want to be wives, or even when they be wives, they don't stay committed to it, they still divorcing. How do we still blame that on men? Because we forget about the men who doing it wrong. Look at the men who's doing it right. They still get left. They still get brokenhearted. These women still are not submitting. So there's a minority of women, and shout out to the women who actually love doing for their men, but you have a majority of women who are complaining about loving their children and their men. Men are pressured by society as a responsibility to be good men. Women have the option not to do any of those things. Men are pushed now to help their women cook at home, help child rearing, help clean, take care and manage of a house. But the woman has the option to not have to do those things. She could pick self-love and happiness. She don't have to have a family, where a man would be shamed for not being married. He'll be called a lame. He'll be called a loser. He'll be called a womanizer. Well, we'll support women and not wanting to have a husband.
I'm the truth, but actual truth, and not actually. No, go ahead.
I think
I'm actual
on the internet, things get propped up, right? They get highlighted. However, you remember the term "happy wife, happy life"?
Yeah,
that's from the baby boomers, my nigga. Niggas been fucking the game up, right? They been placating. Remember the song? Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Right?
Yeah, I know.
You remember
Yeah.
I sing good, so I know y'all got. So you know the other one. Ronnie told her, use what you got to get what you want. You remember on Players Club? See, men been allowing them to leverage vagina over us for a long time. It's just now that the internet makes it loud and easy to see. But the truth is, feminism and all that, men voted for that stuff. Men pushed that shit forward. You know what I mean? So even from way back, we've been doing this shit. You heard? But I understand your point, though.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, there definitely are other factors in with the influence that women have that makes them the way they are. But at the end of the day, it's all men's fault, because everything that's put in place for a woman to win is created by a man. Like, pussy is the oldest thing sold. Let's keep it 100. Like before it was the internet, it was pimping. Let's just be honest.
Yeah,
and so men give these women these standards it's just like this. Say a woman with a wealthy man. She never had this before, and he telling her, man, you beautiful, you deserve this, you deserve that, you deserve that. And then she get with a man like myself who's used to beautiful women that don't have to do all that kind of shit. And I'm bringing her back to reality. I'm a turn off of her because she used to this nigga doing this extra shit. And so she circles herself around these kind of men, and she brings her friends, and then they all get tricked on, they all get flew out, they all without putting any work in. They just getting what they want, they getting a few dollars, and that'd be it.
But I think the part that you're missing is that this is less frequent than y'all believe. This is not, a lot of women don't have this treatment for men. The internet exacerbated this shit.
There you go.
A lot of women don't have access to these type of niggas.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't have, ain't never seen a nigga with $1 million. Ain't never touched $200,000. A nigga ain't never bought her a Louis bag. But somebody else on the internet having that treatment and getting that treatment, and she believes she deserves it too.
Like
It's delusion.
Yeah, because it's the unlevel of inboxes. The ugliest female in the world get more inboxes than the average man. Niggas are thirsty. Niggas will hit anything.
I agree.
Especially when you come from the hood. If any one of y'all from the hood, y'all know after 12 o'clock, niggas ain't got no standards.
So
I'm telling you, at the same time you say we don't have standards, we have women that meet those standards. We don't have standards. Women create the standards. If there's an abundance of women having sex, if there's abundance of women being 304s, how are you blaming that on men if they couldn't attain it if it didn't exist? If there's more women being 304s than wives, how are you blaming that on men if that's what you want to be entertained? If women are delaying marriage, if women go in their fun phase and their whole phase, instead of being wives early on or wanting to build with a man early on, how are y'all sitting here and blaming it on men? And this is what I'm talking about. They got her to flip real quick because nobody can pick a side. If you're admitting that most women can't even get this experience, it's a minority of women who's getting this experience where men are buying them all these things and giving them this queen treatment. Why are we already turning it back on men again? We understanding that most women are moving like prostitutes. We understand that most men are just looking for sex right now. They're not looking for wives, but then we won't admit that it's the standard that women have set for men today. The standard isn't wife. The standard isn't righteousness. The standard isn't a woman covering up. The standard is a woman leading with her breasts and her booty. It's what women are putting on social media. As women want to be social media vixens. As women want to be on OnlyFans. It's women want to put their whole entire bodies all over the internet. Man didn't get them to do that. And again, you're going to keep having brothers or brothers who are afraid to do the pushback versus the brothers who are intentional, maybe still don't got it right, who will say, I'm conflating arguments. Women being whores have nothing to do with men and how the dating market is. It's everything have to do with the dating market. Y'all just be talking. If when I go outside, 9 out of 10 women want to be wives, most men are going to become husbands. If I step outside and 9 out of 10 women want to be hoes, it's going to decrease the value of how much men want to actually settle down with women until they get older. You got to make it make sense.
Let me actually expound on what Explicit said, because that is the harsh reality. Social media is a highlight reel. And when you log off of social media, like she said, most of these women have never dealt with a man that makes $100,000 a year, which ain't no money anyway, if we're going to get to the meat and potatoes of it. Most of these women have never got a Louis bag. Most of these women are on Section 8. Most of these women, the harsh reality is they have to take what they can get. They have to take what they could get. So that's not even a topic. So what happens is we get on this social media, like the brother said, and these likes are going to their head. But the harsh reality is as soon as they log off back into reality. So these men, and we know ain't nothing new. Men will do anything to get the coochie. So yeah, I might wine and dine you for a day or two to get what I want. But once I get, Lil Wayne said it the best. As soon as I come back to my senses. As soon as I come back to my senses. And so then we can even go a little bit deeper And two, women don't even have the options that they really think that they have. And that's why the dating pool is really fucked up, because you women will actually leave the dude that's going to do that is actually going to be with you, deal with you, and take care of you for this false belief that you got options out in Beverly Hills. And what you don't understand is,
But do you see again? And even Truth just did it. If there's so many suckers, if there's so many weak men that'll do whatever women want, now they're saying that a lot of men won't do what you want. You'll leave the guy that does what you want for a guy that you can't get. Which one is it? Is it most guys will do anything these women want, but they still want the guys who don't do what they want? Do we still blame the delusion on the men? Because the women will use the men to do anything they want, but they're after the guys they can't control. They're after the guys who will actually lead them. They're after the guys that they actually supposedly like, but they won't do what they're asking as well too. So how you conflate both men? You blame the minority of men that won't acquiesce to the women with the men who will acquiesce to the women, but the women will say that there's no good men out there. Which one is it? Is it no good men out there, or is there suckers out there that are boosting women's egos and making them delusional? And if there's good men out there and women are taking advantage of these men and not staying with these men and still chasing after men who don't want them, you can't blame men for the current state of the market. Women are not satisfied with the men that they can get, and women are not satisfied with the men they can't get. If you give majority of men the type of woman they want, they will stay committed to those women. They will be loyal to those women. They will do whatever they can for these women. Because y'all said most of them are suckers. So you can't blame men for the current market if they're willing to do anything for women, and women are not willing to do anything for men.
is your dating pool is the environment that you're in 75% of the time. So if you are from the Pork and Bean projects in Miami, that is your dating pool. It is not the niggas on Rodeo Drive. It is not the niggas on the
Hey, no, like an example though, like a real example. Like a woman say, let's say her man go to work, he come home, but when he left, she didn't have an attitude. But when he came back, she talking about some, well, I'm having a messed up day today. Whole time, well, I seen this dude on Instagram or this woman on Instagram, her husband bought her a Lamborghini or something like that. I was wondering, can you give me a Lamborghini? But this is the delusion that the internet creates. Like motherfuckers be wanting shit that they man not even, in a tax bracket for.
Well, what you have to understand about a majority of women, and this is some deep shit. Women will have the highest expectations for a man that can't do it, but then get around a man who has unlimited resources and the expectations are dirtball low. So like when you actually get money, when you start allowing these women to be around you, they feel like it makes them look tasteless to even ask a man for money. I mean, with money, for money. But then they'll expect a UPS worker or somebody out here making an honest living or a regular living. They want the world from him.
You know why though, Truth?
Well, break it down. Talk to me.
I'm gonna tell you why. I've been knowing this for a long.
But you see it's the women who having the false expectations and the delusional expectations. They want even more from these men. Even if they get the best guy, they want a greater guy. If they get the greater guy, they want a guy that does beyond what that guy does as well too. Their expectations never stop, and that's what we talked about on that date. The husband store. The woman will get to the first floor. This is where this man will provide. The woman gets to the second floor. This man is handsome or will provide. They get to the third floor. This man is handsome, will provide and help with the home. They get to the fourth floor. They go, this is to prove that no women can be satisfied. There's no men up here. Because women keep looking for another man that does better than the previous man instead of settling down with the man that actually loves her. Hey, Leosha, you saw it. What more can we say? That's the epitome of everything we talked about. She just sucks at her job. She's not a good liar. If she was a better liar, she could have helped out the sisterhood and the girls, but she made them look very bad yesterday. Again, y'all, much love to the 90 people in the building. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to share. Hit the share button at the bottom, man. Please help us with our super chat and Cash App goals. We need 18 more memberships, family. We're going to be taking this show on probably for a minute. I'm gonna give you some long shows today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Again, man, thank y'all for the endless contributions and the support and the love, man, especially the panelists. I'll open up the chat in a few. Again, much love to everybody that's in the building.
Time before I ran into content like this, I look at it like shit. With a woman, women always want the top guy, which ain't nothing wrong with that, because as men, we should strive to be strong and big and better every day. So I look at it like that's what I want to touch on today. You just took my topic. Most women gonna deal with the high status man, the rich man, and let him get it for free because they already know that he already got it. He already got it. So, like you said, they don't want to come off tasteless and try to, you know what I'm saying, ask them for stuff. But after that guy who got unlimited options, when they finish getting, I ain't gonna say pumped and dumped, but if that's what you want to call it, most of those guys are gonna pump and dump the women, and then they come back down to reality and have to deal with the electricians and the plumbers and the average guys, and they think that they make those guys deal with the trauma of not being able to get the top guy.
Why can't we just say they don't like none of the men they deal with? All we do when we finally get to a place where we can identify what's wrong with the women is we make excuses for why they don't want the guys that they're dealing with. They're just not appreciative and valuing the guys that they encounter. They got all these good men supposedly that's in front of them, but they don't value enough to settle down with any man that they pick. So if they got a guy that's a plumber, they got a guy that's an electrician, they got a guy that's a great lover, they got a guy that would do anything for them, they got a guy that would beat up people for them, they can't just pick one guy. And we make excuses for them, which means they don't love anybody. They're just looking for benefits. They're opportunists. They're looking for multiple people to satisfy them at the same time. They still advertising themselves. They love attention. They don't care about the respect from one man. They want the attention from your man. And well, let me read these real quick, man. Dude. Again, much love to the 94 people in the building. Please like and subscribe and share the video, share the live, excuse me. My brother CEO, the genius CEO with the $5 super chat. Let's all do our part. Engage all defenses. And we could just do but so much, CEO. And then my brother Matreon Roberts. And CEO is the current sponsor of the show with $10 as well. My brother Matreon Roberts with the $5 super chat. When the market is flooded with coochie, the men now don't have to commit. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
And then my brother Mont, we still got to talk about what happened on the PEEF too, so we can clarify what I was talking about. With the $5 super chat, you don't expect a quality woman to give up box as fast as a low quality woman. Low quality women get Netflix and chill.
Oh my God.
The problem is that low quality woman will give it up to certain people, and the high quality woman will give it up to certain people in today's time. Most of these women are giving it up now. They're just selective with who they give it up to. So if you're your woman's type, and no disrespect to you, I mean men in general, if your woman has a type and you're her type and another person just like you comes up onto her, she may typically be going. That's just keeping it real. If majority of these women ain't waiting till they married, if majority of these women don't make a man have to be valued or established in today's society, and then they want to be the woman that caters to this man instead of a man having to cater to her, that box is given up freely. Or that box is given up to manipulate a man and get leverage from a man, whether it's resources or whether it's for commitment. But it's not typically the woman actually loving the man. It's typically the women manipulating and using the man. And shout out to the minority of women who actually love their man.
And that's wrong.
Well,
that's wrong because it's unrealistic.
The truth is that when a woman deals with a man who has money, like she dealing with a millionaire, if she's not asking him for anything, it's because she has something to prove. She wants to prove to that man that she is not a gold digger. She wants to prove to that man that she is not after his money. Even if she is after his money, she wants to make it seem like she is not, because she thinks that's the way to stand out from the rest of the gang.
That's how
that's why she's not asking for nothing.
White women know how to secure the bag.
Like in the long haul, he's going to do more for her if he feels like she's not after his money.
Or she starts spending money
what
on
about
him
the other
first.
women? I think it's ultimately-
Or she'll spend money on him first. She'll set the tone.
Yeah,
women are going to spend money on you.
I think it's only two scenarios that
she's gonna set
women.
the tone.
Bingo.
It's only two scenarios that make women humble, and one is if she like you, and two if she feel like you're more powerful than her. When a woman thinks she's more powerful than her, get her ass right, because to her, you're a lick. So she's gonna abide by your rules. If she likes you, she's gonna be naturally good to you because she like you.
Off the rip.
It's only the niggas that they know are suckers that they try to get over on.
And the him guy, she gets over more than the sucker guy. These talking points are dead. The guy that has the most power is the one she's going to finesse the most, is the one she's going to take advantage of the most. She'll get more money from him. She'll get more power from him. She'll get a higher reputation. She'll be able to get other men because she dealt with this man. The suckers are going to be suckers, but the person who typically gets used the worst is the man who thinks he's him. She's going to use you as leverage. Anybody who had access to women, any man who was actually that him guy, if she can get you, it gets her way more power. Look at the Kim Kardashians. Look at the Amber Roses. Look at all these women who get access to powerful men versus just the sucker guys. The sucker guys don't do nothing for them, but just give them money, give them resources, give them attention, give them validation, give them a pat on their back. But if she can get a powerful man, if she can get a man with money, that's the man that ends up being the biggest sucker, regardless if y'all want to admit it or not. Because she will play that game. She'll play the short game or the long game till she gets what she wants. And then she gets a higher reputation being able to deal with you. And she gets more resources being able to deal with you. And she gets a more power dealing with you. And you end up getting played too. Because we're so prideful. We don't think it'll happen to us. But the same sucker that's getting played, the man who claimed to be him and don't have no problems, just like you're going to see in this video, is the same man getting problems as well too. So him has problems and the sucker has problems with these women too. No, him is a lame. You better have a woman. You better have a woman too. Him is a lame too. All the men claiming to be him, you having more access to 304s than the sucker does. You may get more boxed than the sucker does, but the him man gets played too because he thinks it can't happen to him and it still happens to him. So he starts talking down on men as well too, but he gets played as well.
Like,
for real.
Like real shit. A women know suckers, man.
The thing,
just because you got money don't mean you're not a sucker.
How you differentiate?
The thing is, if a female,
because real men carry real men aura. You can just feel it. You can feel it on us.
Yep.
I will agree.
You don't have to question a real man.
Right.
When a real man step in the room, his aura is gonna say it all. He ain't got.
You can tell by the way that man walk. I will agree. And sorry to cut you off.
So is real subjective though, right? Because we throw this word. Hold on, let me cook. We throw this word real around, right? And like that's subjective because in my world you can't be real and be broke. That's not real to me.
That's everybody's world.
Shitting me. And so with that being said, when we talk about real, because usually when a woman is looking to manipulate a man, she'll always tell you, well, a real man would do this and a real man would do that, and they don't have any real men doing this shit for them. So like, you know, when you say real, right? Because I'm big on words.
Yeah.
You would have to elaborate. What does a real man look like?
A real man is a masculine, stern man that got his shit together. That's what a real man is in my book. How I was raised, real men are stern. We come with principles and morals, and then we don't break them for nobody.
And that man knows what he wants. I'm so sorry to cut you off because I like.
Well, the thing about it is, every
woman has never experienced. Let me tell you something. I have yet to meet a female that experienced a real man ever in their life. You could tell by the way that man walk, the way he talk, the way he carry himself. That is a real man. And I'm not talking about a real goon, a real nigga. I'm talking about a real man. Not materialistic. I'm talking about a man.
Let me
listen to me,
Mac.
baby.
Mac, I want to pass it back to you, Mac. Right? Pause.
Go ahead.
Because you and Tamika understand what y'all saying. However, y'all talking just in case you never know it. Y'all talking in platitudes, right? It's a bunch of sensational words that still haven't been defined yet.
Okay.
You're talking about aura, vibe, and all that. That's like women who go on these healing journeys. You ain't really saying nothing. You got to explain it to us and give us examples of how this man actually presents in the earth, not just the platitudinal words that feel good to us, but haven't been defined.
Well, when I speak on that, man, I just be speaking of my own reality. When I walk in a room, I own the room. It just is what it is. Like, I get different reactions from women that most men get. And it's just how I carry myself, how I walk, how I talk, how I move. And
your vibe.
Hold on.
Yeah, my vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be on no goofy shit. You know, I'm a cool, laid back dude. You know, it's just my aura.
Let's walk it
Real
down.
man ain't gonna be moved by pussy. That's for sure.
Let's walk it down though. Hold on. Because Matt said this, right? When he walk in the room, he get a different response from most men. So are you saying most men are fake if you the only real one in the room?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
okay, shit.
And well, yeah, if you scared to be a man, you a fake ass nigga. Hell yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. If you walking around pussyfooting, you a fake ass nigga. You absolutely right. Men walking around, you can tell a man. Let's not play dumb.
And a real man knows what he wants. A real man knows what he wants.
Let's switch
this.
We gotta walk.
Say you walk in the room.
Let me respond.
Go ahead.
Right? I'm understanding what you're saying, right? I know niggas right now in the Bing, right, that'll blow your head off for $20, right? He ain't taking no shit from nobody. He ain't taking no shorts. Are you saying that he's a real man at an instance? Because he ain't pussyfooting for nobody. So
he's a real
being a tough nigga don't make you a real man.
Crash right, I was about to say.
Let's break it down, right? Because Max said, right? OG Max said, I'm not taking no shorts. I'm not taking nothing off of nobody. So Mac, I assume you do well for yourself. I like your hat and all that, right? In the middle of McDonald's, white boy call you a nigger. You knocking him out?
Hell no, that's not me and shit.
That's what I understand. But I thought
what I'm saying is being tough don't make you a real nigga.
That ain't tough. That's principle,
being able to capitalize certain situations make you a real man, bro. It don't make you a man to fucking be a crash out. Real men are not crash outs, bro. I got too much shit to lose. You think I'm finna turn around and fucking throw away all this shit I got for a dumb broke ass white boy they call me a nigga?
Gotcha.
Come on, man.
So now
I'm gonna check him. I'm gonna put him in his place, and I'm gonna be going about my business.
Now, let me ask you a question, Matt.
It's subjective. Everybody has
That's the point. Excel, you see what I'm saying?
A different definition of what real is.
Mm-hmm.
It's subjective. What Mac is calling a real man is not what Hamp is calling a real man. They got two different definitions for it. I think y'all proving Truth's point.
Yeah, Mac. And so, Excel, to your point, right? I haven't even defined it yet, right? But what I'm trying to do is understand the premise, because when you say you ain't taking no shit from nobody, that doesn't manifest to where I got too much to lose now, right? Because he said principle.
I wasn't taking shit from nobody. I just said when I come in the room, I own it. I ain't said nothing about being tough.
You know what I'm gonna have? I'm gonna have my people watching, rewind it back, clip it so they can see you say it. Now,
I'm past my tough life. I don't even talk like that no more.
But Mac, here's what I'm saying, right? And it's less about that, right? But more about what it is that you're saying, because here's what happens actually. When people start talking like this, it's easy to disqualify men conveniently, right? So whenever they don't like something, now they start calling somebody unreal or not a real man or insecure. When the truth is, we have to really lay this down so people can directly understand it. We can't just talk in the platitude because they use it as weapons against us by saying you ain't real because you ain't like Mac. See? That's the problem.
So what would be your definition then? Give me what would you think? What would you say?
It's not my premise. You see?
So basically, you saying that a real man would be up in the air depending on who you are, is what you say.
I think we could define it, Mac, but when we speak in the platitude, like with the sensational words, it doesn't have a real definition. So whatever Tamika think a man with great vibe is, now that's just that, right? And she could disqualify another man who could be equally as real. She just don't know him enough. He just don't have the same aura. That's the problem I'm finding.
Can I make a point? Because I hear dudes talk about how real they are all the time. Meanwhile, they don't have no integrity. They don't have no loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm real because you out here, you grinding, you hustling, you making money. You might even be a family man, but you got two bitches on the side. That's not no real man.
According to who?
You got a kid taking care of your girlfriend kids. Like, that's not no real man. You hear dudes take this term and use it so loosely. So we could all say what a real man is.
Right. So you saying that a man that's in a polygamous relationship not a good man because he got two women?
No.
Just remember this. I'm playing this for y'all. When we start talking about what a real man is and what a real woman is, the real woman is always the woman who doing what's in her best interest and what's best for her. When we start talking about what a real man is, it's always about what's in the best interest of a woman as well too. It has nothing to do with a man doing what he wants. It has nothing to do with a man being supposedly principled and orderly based on how he want to live his life. All of it has to be attributed to what a woman desires. So even when Hamp challenged Mac on that, because I agree with this part about Hamp, if he say he's a real man and he's supposed to stand on principle, if somebody says something and puts him in a position where he has to stand up for something, especially if you're mistreated, especially if somebody use a word that's derogatory towards you or putting you in a certain position where you have to defend yourself as a man, that don't make you cowardly and make you a crash out because you're defending yourself. So that part about Hamp, I agree with. But listen to the fact that when he said it's supposed to be about, and the women going to say, you stand on your principles, you stand up on what you believe. We're going to get to a place where it's going to be based on what the women believe. And then the men are going to say what they believe based on what the women believe as well too. It's not going to have nothing to do about what's in the best interest of a man. Because now Mac done switched up already. She started talking about polygamy and a man having multiple women or multiple children might be resonating with his life. Now all of a sudden that's a real man too. So what's actually a real man to any of y'all? And if it's a man truly standing on principle and what he believes, then shouldn't you want a man to actually say what he truly desires in life and stand on it without adjusting to the women? Because a lot of brothers keep lying and again placating to the women. If you know men are polygamous by nature and they want multiple women, and then the man is lying to be with you and compromises his manhood, then he's a liar. And you're okay with a man lying to be with you because it benefits you. But what we're seeing is that if a man had multiple women, when you become lazy, when you become a bum, when you don't want to cook, when you don't want to clean, it actually benefits him when he has multiple women. And when he has multiple women, he can build multiple families. He can have multiple children that actually invest in society. When we do what's in the best interest of women, it typically doesn't end well because a lot of what she's doing is investing back into her. And when she gets treated like a so-called man, when she starts getting power, when she starts getting direction, when she starts getting responsibilities, she don't want to be a man anymore. Pay attention to these sisters that get to 30 years old or 40 years old. A lot of them don't want to work anymore. A lot of them don't want to be the breadwinner. A lot of them don't want the responsibilities of having their own. A lot of them would like the rest in their femininity, be in their soft girl era, and be taken care of a man. They just don't want to show respect or value to a man. Just peep game. Whatever benefits a woman is a man. And if a man isn't doing something that benefits a woman to other men, he's not a real man as well too. But we're supposed to stand on principle and do what's in our best interest. That's what a man is. And don't let nobody make you waver off of that. You're supposed to stand 10 toes down on what you believe in. But we can't even define what a real man is.
Polygamous means that they know about each other.
A lot of marriages, they know about the mistress.
When you told me that you was committed to me and you went and got you 2 other bitches, that's not polygamy. That's cheating. And it's disloyal, and it's no integrity, and it's all of the above. But that's not. I just don't think.
Do you agree? Do you agree that everybody lies to a certain degree?
Yeah, of course.
So if we take their premise, then ain't nobody fucking real.
Which again leads back to Truth's point that it's subjective.
Exactly. And we don't even got to spend a gang of time on this because, like I said, it is absolutely subjective and everything in this world is circumstantial. When you really thank y'all for the super chats, man. We really appreciate y'all. For anybody that has a question in the comment section, make sure y'all get the super chats. That is the dollar bill at the bottom of the screen. We appreciate everything. This is funded by Out the Trunk Records, respectfully. So we out the trunk. We take all super chats. Make sure y'all hit the likes as well. That's the thumbs up. Everybody on Instagram, come on over to the YouTube channel, which is Nothing But the Truth Podcast. And like I said, being real is circumstantial. All of that, a lot of this shit is just a poverty mindset. And I don't even really want to go that deep because we'll be on it for 90 hours, right? So my next question would be this, and I'm going to go from explicit then down the line. Let everybody get their complete sentence off, please. My question to you, Miss Explicit, would be, is marriage still the end goal, or do you feel as though it's outdated?
I think marriage is still the end goal. I've been married before. I'm not married now. And I would marry again.
Okay.
I know you want to let other people go, so.
Okay, cool. Mac Maul, do you feel like marriage is still the end goal, or do you feel as though it is outdated?
Y'all don't crucify me, but I'm speaking from my own reality. That shit over with. That shit is over with. These motherfucking women out here, like, I don't see the longevity. I just see opportunists running around this.
And remember, it's gonna come. The him guys don't ever got problems with any women. Of course, Mod, if you would like to come up, my brother, if you would like to come up, or if you got any pushback, the him guys that don't never have no problem with women is gonna end up being the single men that we talking about every single time. I bet you.
Motherfuckers. So I don't see wives. I see prostitutes. This is my reality.
No,
I don't
for
know.
sure.
I don't know, you know what y'all reality is, but when I go outside, I see motherfuckers trying to smash the baddest bitch and motherfuckers trying to smash the nigga with the money. Ain't nobody looking for love, they looking for opportunity. So
DJ Ham, give me 1 second, right? Because I'm sorry, I couldn't let this one go. So a few moments ago, you said that when you walk into a room that you get different treatment from women.
Not only that, they all said that the man was the problem in the market. He said it too. He said men are the problem. Now he's saying women are the problem. So everybody better not switch up. Hamp better not switch up. I don't know if Truth Hurts even made a stance on it, but you better not go right back to the women when you said men are the problem. But now he's saying that marriage is out the picture because women are the problem. And this is what I'm saying, that people do not stand on one side of the fence. They play on both sides of the fence. They ride the fence. They double talk and they become opportunists to me because y'all know better. So either you know better and you got to do better, or you just brainwashed just like everybody else. You don't know what side to pick. It's no better than Ann yesterday. So you can't say men are the problem, then switch back over and say that women are the problem and there's no reason to get married. Because if you don't got those problems, Mac, you need to be married, my brother. If any man come on these panels and say they ain't got those problems and they not married, you know they the problem.
I mean, that's what you said. That is what you said. I don't know about the other part, right? But is it safe to say that before I go any deeper?
Yeah.
So if you get different type of treatment from women, because I've always been a man that got different type of treatment from women. And so my thing is for you to say that all you see is transactional and modern day prostitution, do you really get different treatment from women? Because I know prostitutes that wouldn't require me to spend any money because I get different treatment. They treat tricks like tricks. They treat suckers like suckers, and they treat dudes that they can get over like dudes that they can get over. So you said that your treatment is different, but then in the same breath, you say that all you're seeing out here is women that can take what they can get. So are women seeing you as a lick, or are they looking at you as that real man that you are?
Well, I'll say it like this. When I say different treatment, I mean when I go and wherever I go, I have an option to everybody in the club. That kind of treatment.
Really?
I don't have to worry about getting turned down and shit like that. That's what I mean. At the end goal, I'll probably get the ass faster than most niggas in the club. That's the kind of treatment. As far as being a longevity, having a wife type treatment, fuck no. Hell no.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course you can, sweetheart. Absolutely.
Could it just be the women that you're attracted to?
I'm attracted to all kind of women. What do you mean?
You just
elaborate.
put down the BBWs and the big girls earlier though.
I ain't putting down nobody. I done had them all. I love women. As long as they real women, I like them.
Okay. DJ Hamp, how do you feel? Is marriage still the end goal, or do you feel as though it's outdated?
I think it is still the end goal, and everybody go. Then we can elaborate further, but I think it is still the end goal. Truth, yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Miss Big Mama, how do you feel? Is marriage still the end goal, or do you feel as though it's outdated?
It's outdated. I've been married before. I'm not a bitter ex-wife. We co-parent great, but I think it's outdated, and it's outdated because I feel like I see a lot of married people doing things that they shouldn't be doing, sleeping with other people. Even after they divorce, they still be sleeping together. So love is, to me, is not defined by a certificate. If I was married to you for 20 years and we've been divorced for 10 and we still sleep dealing with each other after them 10 years, that ink been dry on that divorce paper. Love is, it's just what it is. If you my person, you my person. A certificate can't define that. That's just me.
Have you ever been married?
No,
Yes.
hold up. No,
I was
hold on.
married.
We gonna get through this.
I just said that first. I said
We
it
heard
first.
you. No, I heard you. We heard you. Now, Isaiah, my good brother, do you feel like marriage is still the end goal, or do you feel it's outdated?
So I'm speaking as a married man. I think that for this culture, it's outdated. I don't think that this culture really wants to be married anymore. I think that, and I've said this before, I think Instagram raises our women now, and I think that everybody is on a hit it and quit it mentality. I think that if you subscribe to an older culture, kind of like what my man Mac Maul was talking about in DJ Hamp, I think that it's still the end goal. But for this culture that's out right now, I don't think that they want to be married.
Okay. Anthony Ryan, what's up, Brody? Talk to me.
I think it is. I think it's still the end goal. It just everybody want to date the IG models and the illusions of what they see on social media. You gotta put yourself in environments where people don't care about social media, and you'll run into genuine people. You know what I'm saying? To possibly build something like that. But your wife or your husband probably ain't on Instagram.
I gotta
take it serious.
Can I ask you two brothers a question? Truth,
or take it serious.
What's his name?
Thank you for
Truth and Isaiah. How long have y'all been married? Truth and Isaiah.
Me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I've been married 3 years.
How long you been with your wife?
4.
4 years?
Yes.
So y'all met 4 years ago?
Yes, and got married in 4 months, 5 months, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask y'all two gentlemen these 3 questions.
Absolutely.
Would your woman leave you? Would your wife leave you if you went broke, got handicapped, or went to jail? Would your wife leave you?
Let me answer all 3 expeditiously for you. When she met me, super duper broke. While I've been with her, I went back to prison. And I think that I'm a little bit psychotic, so I think that I have a handicap and we still strong. But you can go ahead and answer, Mr.
I'm gonna answer all 3 the same way. So,
right.
I'm married to my childhood sweetheart, so she knew me long before I knew money. Number 2, since being married to her, I done been to jail and shit, she's still here, so we rock it. And then I'm a vet, so I am disabled. So when I be having them episodes, she good to go.
These women are wives for a reason.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna tell you why I ask y'all this question. Do you think any of these women out here that's available will stay with a nigga throughout all that?
Are you asking me, or are you? Because I mean, I want to go in turn.
Go ahead.
Do you think the average man can go outside and find a woman that will stick through that right there with him for the rest of his life?
Does that man have a plan for that woman?
No, we're not adding no adjectives. I asked you a direct question.
If we're talking about being a real man,
if you went broke, you went to jail, or your leg got chopped off, do you see any one of these women out here that's available now pushing?
No. You see how hard it's so hard for men to just say the actual answer. If women aren't loyal to men with 2 feet, if women can't acquiesce or support the man with 2 feet, why are they gonna be there with men with no feet? If they not holding you down and you got 2 feet, why are they gonna hold you down when you ain't got no feet at all? It is not that hard to answer. And the only reason why we do this is because no matter what, in our nature, we don't want to lose access to women. And this is what I mean about the him guys. It's one thing if you say you him and then you still tell brothers, hey brothers, the fact that I'm him, this is the experience I still have with women. The women are going to do the same things they doing with me that they do with you, except for they're going to give me different type of leverage, but they all result in doing the same thing because they're looking to use a man. They're looking for survival. They're not looking for love. I may get more access. I may get more sex. I may get different results. I may get women to cooperate a little bit more. I may get more support from women. I may get different things from women that you never may not get. But what I do not get is the same thing that most men don't get is loyalty. You don't get women that's actually loving majority of these men. Most women are attempting to use men. Most women are attempting to use men as social mobility to up their reputation and to up their resources and and up their position in society. They're not really there to love a man. So this question isn't that hard. And the fact, if we're pushing for good marriages, there's nothing wrong with that. But the fact that this license, the fact that this paper is attempting to legitimize an actual relationship when there's so many people that divorce, when there's so many people who are in unhappy marriages, says a lot about the way we view marriages in the first place. But why are we pushing people to get in these burning houses? If the women don't respect the structure of it, if women don't want to upkeep it, if women don't want to be value these marriages, if women don't want to do right by the men they choosing to marry, why are we still going to push marriages? Because she got to work. So no, the answer is no. Today's marriage is not worth it for today's men. It's going to compromise you, especially the way we're being treated in society with the way marriages are working. You have a society that's expecting men to work. You have a society that's expecting men to be caregivers. You're asking men to be emotionally available. You're asking men to be loyal. You're asking men to do everything that women are asking for. You're asking men to cook. You're asking men to child rear. You're asking men to clean. But women can always give the option to not do it. If she has to be a caregiver and be a mother, it's unpaid labor. If she has to love you and the children, it's exhaustion. She's overwhelmed. If she has to be loyal to you and commit to you, it's a loss of herself. It's a loss of her freedom. If she has to be, again, an actual mother, is sacrificing herself. If she has to commit to a marriage, it's emotional tax. But when we in a marriage, a man has to learn what not to say. A man has to learn the truth and not to speak it. It's safe when not to speak the truth because it's going to hurt your relationship. A man has to learn how to be calm. Even when in a situation where the woman is gaslighting him, a man has to learn how to be silent more than he has to be honest in a relationship. I thought I heard a beat back here. So again, it's not worth it for a lot of men to get married today because the woman can still opt out of marriage for self-love and happiness, where the society is saying it's a man's duty.
Your damn wheelchair.
If you are locked in with that woman, yes.
Answer straight. Isaiah, you good? Yo, Mac, next time, this will be quick, Troop. You got the mic right back.
Go ahead.
Go to the jail on visiting day, my nigga.
Man, them girls getting smashed on the regular.
Hold on. You want proof of it, right?
You ain't lying.
Go to the jail on visiting day. Check them niggas JPay. They holding this shit down in a very anecdotal example. Just to answer your question
directly. Show about the shit.
Okay, my brother just come home. My brother just come home from 30 years, bro. Okay,
yeah. So listen, you know,
she might do the bid with you, but she getting her ass smashed every other night.
You ain't
30 years. She can't.
You said
no. What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. This is my point. The internet has made it so available for people to have so many options that these people are not sticking in for the hard times no more. As soon as shit get hard, motherfuckers start looking for exit plans. They start having motherfuckers on the side. Oh, you know, they just make up shit. Oh, the sex ain't right. He got ED. He went broke. He went to jail. He's abusive. He's cursing. He's this. He's that. It's not like, just think about this. Do you think you're going to be with somebody for the rest of your life and not go through any hardships?
No.
So can I answer
this is what I'm saying. This new generation that we're in now, they're not built for this kind of shit, bro. So, as soon as some shit don't look familiar, motherfuckers getting up out of there.
It's because if you fuck with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing this, nasty ass shit.
Let me answer that. This is the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hoes, so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got two parents. Their interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you gonna try to figure out which lion gonna bite your ass or not? You're gonna be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these hoes is on, so we don't know the fucking difference.
I have a dream that one day every man and woman will rise above the hate, that we'll all become untouchable.
Hey girl, you watch Ali and the Untouchables? Nah, girl, they talk too much.
Man, man, they talk too much.
They talk too much. Too much for real.
They talk too much, Habibi.
They talk too much.
Y'all talk too much.
Catch the full video only on YouTube.